So how does a screenwriter set up a meeting with an executive? Is it just oh, let's go on IMDb Pro. Okay, this is this person's contact. All right, let me find.
Oh,
call
not
them
so
up.
much.
No, okay.
Not so much. There are different ways that you can do it. Obviously, having representation is the easiest way to do this. If we go back to friends of friends, if you know somebody who knows somebody who can get your script to somebody, I would not try and set up a meeting. I would try and get my script read and then set up a meeting. Because if somebody responds to your material, they'll probably call you. But if not, get them your material and then wait a while, give them 6 weeks, 2 months to read it. Just check in 6 weeks and say, I know how incredibly busy you are. Just wondering if you've had a chance to read it. Don't be annoying. Sometimes it takes 6 months or 8 months. And then once they read it, then you could say, I would love to meet with you if you have the time. You can try cold. Nobody's going to do that. I mean, in a smaller production company, if you're following them on Twitter or maybe Facebook, you're a friend of theirs on Facebook, you could do a private message and say, I'm an aspiring writer. Would you ever have 15 minutes to meet with me and give me career advice? There's a lot of people that'll do that.
Okay, and let's suppose this person says yes. Then you say, hey, can I take you out to coffee? And you meet them where they live, or how do you do that?
You go to their office. You invite them for coffee. Never lunch, never dinner. These people have lives. They don't know you. So they are not going to give up one of their lunches to meet with you. Invite them for coffee or go to their office. I meet with a number of young people because I know a lot of professors because of my book, and I say to all of the professors that I meet with or do workshops with, if you have somebody who's fantastic, really exceptional, let me know about it and I'll meet with them. So I will meet with newcomers if they've been referred to me by somebody that I know. Did that answer your question?
It did. And then you meet with them and you send a follow-up thank you.
Absolutely.
Depending on their age. So let's suppose they're over 25. Email might be better.
I think so.
Okay. Within
24 hours.
24 hours. Okay. And do you talk about more issues in terms of your script, or you keep it very brief?
In terms of the email that you're sending?
Yeah.
You just thank them for meeting with you. You mention one thing that happened in the meeting that you found helpful that they said, or an interesting, it was so interesting when we discussed X. And then you might say, if you have the time or there's someone in your office that would read my script, I'd be very grateful. If not, I totally understand. That's if they haven't read it. If somehow they've met with you and they haven't read it, you can ask them in one sentence, I know how busy you are. Is there anyone in your office that would be willing to read it and give me notes? Because the truth is, they'll give it to their assistant or a reader, and if it comes through with positive coverage, then that person will read it themselves. And it's understood that you're giving it to them, it's going into their company in some way, and if it's good, then it will be recommended to the person that you met with.
Okay, so you send that email. Let's suppose you hear nothing from that email. Do you follow up?
You do. You give it, you mean the email where you said, would you read my script?
Yeah, it's kind of a dual, like, thank you, and I appreciate, by the way.
Yes.
Would you mind?
Or if you, as you know, as we discussed, I'm looking for a job. If you hear of something, please consider me. I'm attaching my resume.
Right.
You could do something like that. I would give it 3 to 4 weeks and I would check back in.
Okay.
And then I would, on something like that, I would give it 3 weeks. And I would stay in touch with people every 4 months or so to stay on their radar. If you've asked them, may I stay in touch with you? And What you want to do is stay in touch with people when you don't need anything from them. When you're emailing them to congratulate them on something, good news, either for them or for you. Don't meet somebody and just take. Introduce me to so-and-so, read my script, get my script to somebody. You know, form a genuine relationship before you ask for something.